The movie begins with a news report, set 1 year after prehistoric piranhas attacked Lake Victoria. The once thriving town, dependent on tourism, has become a ghost town as the lake is now lifeless, and the survivors' fates remain unknown. At a nearby lake, farmers Clayton and Mo attempt to recover a dead cow from the water. Little do they know, piranha eggs have hatched inside the cow, and the deadly fish swarm them. Mo is devoured, leaving only his hat floating in the water, while Clayton, in a final act of defiance, bites the head off one of the piranhas before being ripped apart by the rest. Maddy, a marine biology student, returns home to find her stepfather, Chet, transforming their family water park into a seedy establishment named Big Wet, featuring an adult section with inappropriate attractions. Horrified, Maddy discovers that the adult pool is filled with topless women and a camera showing explicit footage as people get out of the pool. Meanwhile, Big Dave, an employee, is caught in a compromising situation with a pool pipe. Maddy reconnects with old acquaintances, including her ex-boyfriend Kyle, a cop, and Barry, who has secretly been in love with her for years. She also meets up with her friends Shelby and Ashley. Shelby and her boyfriend Josh go for a midnight skinny dip, and unknowingly, a piranha enters her body, leaving her confused and upset. Elsewhere, Ashley and her boyfriend Travis try to have some private time in a van, only for it to roll into the lake. Piranhas invade, attacking Travis, while Ashley barely escapes to the roof of the van, only to be met with more horror as Travis is devoured in front of her. Later, Ashley is found dead at the lake's bottom. The next day, Maddy tries to console Shelby about their missing friends. While sitting on a jetty, they are suddenly attacked by the piranhas, which break apart the wooden planks. Shelby manages to escape, and Maddy fights off one of the fish with a rock. Desperate for answers, Maddy, Kyle, and Barry visit Mr. Goodman, who reveals that the piranhas are evolving and moving through underground rivers and sewage systems between lakes. Back at the water park, Maddy checks the pipelines, but as she swims, piranhas attack her, forcing her to race to shore, barely escaping. Meanwhile, Shelby, still feeling unwell, asks Josh to have sex with her, believing it might make her feel better. However, during the act, the piranha inside her body bites Josh, forcing him to cut off part of his body in a panic. Both are hospitalized after the terrifying incident. Kyle is revealed to be a corrupt cop, accepting bribes from Chet, who has been pumping water from an underground river, which may have led to the piranha infestation at the water park. Big Wet has its grand opening, with former Deputy Fallon and his cameraman, Drew, making an appearance. Fallon, who lost his legs in the original piranha attack, now sports shotgun prosthetics. Despite his tough talk, he hesitates to enter the water until David Hasselhoff, making a cameo as a celebrity lifeguard, lightens the mood with his usual swagger. Fallon eventually faces his fears and enters the water, only to find that his titanium legs are impervious to the piranhas. A young boy is bitten, but when he approaches Hasselhoff for help, the lifeguard assumes he wants an autograph. In classic Hoff style, he rattles off his TV credits, but the boy remains unimpressed. As the piranhas begin attacking parkgoers, chaos erupts. Lifeguards and visitors alike are torn apart, and Big Dave gets a piranha stuck in an unfortunate place. Maddy tries to shut down the water park, but Chet refuses, focusing instead on his own escape. During his getaway, Chet accidentally runs over a young girl and, moments later, is decapitated by a banner wire. His severed head lands with a splash, the water quickly turning red as the piranha devouring it within moments. Maddy and Barry, horrified by the carnage, realize they have no choice but to drain the pools if they want to stop the attack. As the water begins to disappear, Maddy is suddenly pulled under by the powerful suction, dragged closer to the monstrous piranhas. A massive one lunges toward her, its jaws wide open, But Barry dives in without hesitation, spearing the creature with his trident just before it can reach her. In the chaos, their hands clasp, and as they emerge from the water, they share a brief, tender kiss, their bond solidifying in the midst of danger. Meanwhile, Big Dave, nursing a thirst for revenge, hauls buckets of chlorine to the pool's pipes. He lights a match and watches as the entire system ignites. The explosion that follows wipes out most of the piranhas in a spectacular blast, but the force of it also sends Barry's trident flying through the air. It finds an unfortunate target, Kyle, who is instantly impaled, his lifeless body crumpling to the ground. Just when the survivors think it's over, Barry's phone rings. It's Mr. Goodman, his voice tense with alarming news. The piranhas have evolved and can now walk on land. A nearby boy, oblivious to the danger, raises his phone to take a picture, but the creature leaps at him and decapitates him in a flash. From a distance, Hasselhoff watches the scene unfold and smirks. "Little ginger moron," he mutters, strolling away as the chaos continues. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.